Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. So we have some Reddit stories that we're gonna read. I'm trying to do like videos that are like this type of style where I'm sitting in front of the camera. Let me know if you guys like the voiceovers more or if you guys like this type of videos. So let's get started with it. Am I wrong for telling my sister it is her uterus keeping her from her dream and not me? I, 26 female, have known for years that I don't want children, ever. It's not up for debate. And I've been very clear about this with my family. My older sister, Samantha, 32 female, is the opposite. She's dreamed of being a mother her entire life, but she's been struggling with infertility for years. It's been heartbreaking to see her go through this, and I've always tried to be supportive in other ways. Recently, Samantha and her husband started exploring surrogacy. They've saved up a lot of money, but the cost is still high. So Samantha asked me if I'd consider being her surrogate. I was blindsided. I told her that I love her and support her, but I'm not comfortable with pregnancy, whether for myself or someone else. I reminded her that I've been very clear about my decision not to have children, and that includes not being pregnant at all. She didn't take it well. She accused me of being selfish and said I was prioritizing my own convenience over her chance to be a mother. It got worse over the next few weeks, with her dropping passive-aggressive comments and even implying that I was wasting my uterus since I don't want kids. The breaking point came out of family dinner. Samantha brought up my refusal in front of everyone and said, "It's so sad when your own sister stands in the way of your dream." I was so frustrated that I snapped and said, "It's not me keeping you from your dream. It's your uterus. I'm not sacrificing my body to fix that for you." The room went dead silent. Samantha burst into tears and left. And now my family is divided. Some think I was too harsh and should apologize, while others think Samantha crossed the line by trying to guilt trip me. I feel terrible for hurting her, but at the same time, I don't think it's fair to expect me to go against my values and life choices to fix her situation. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? Top comment, plain and simple, your body, your choice. She asked you and you said no. That's the end of it. Any further comments on it, it's her being an a-hole to you. "Oh, you don't want to carry my baby for me, so now your uterus is a waste of a uterus." Do people not hear themselves when they're talking? If I can give birth because I'm dealing with infertility issues, and I ask one of my many sisters, because I have a lot of sisters, "Hey, can you carry this baby for me, please?" And they say, "Oh no, not only do I not want to have carry children for you, but I also don't want to have kids because of my own fears, and that includes being pregnant." I would just simply say, "Oh, that sucks, but okay." I wouldn't say, "Oh, you're wasting your uterus. Not only do you not want to use it for yourself, but you're also wasting it because you don't want to use it for me." That's so selfish. Do people not hear? Like, when people talk, do they not hear themselves? That's such a crazy thing to say. And mind you, I don't even believe in surrogacy. I really don't. But to say that to your sister is crazy, and then try to guilt trip her and try to embarrass her as if she's denying you a piece of candy. She literally doesn't want to put her life at risk to have a baby for her own not selfish, for her own reasons. Why would she then go out of her way to do it for you? Surrogacy and giving birth and being pregnant for 9 months and then trying to risk your life and your health to have a baby for someone is literally a huge thing. It's a huge thing when you're doing it for yourself, but it's a huger thing. Is that a word? Like a bigger deal when you're doing it for someone else, especially someone who's talking to you like this. Oh my God. Some people are just evil. That's why God doesn't give people certain things, because he just truly knows that they're evil and literally the devil's children. Am I wrong for stealing my sister's wedding spotlight with my emergency C-section? This past weekend, my younger sister got married. It was a huge event, over 200 guests, a fancy venue. My husband and I attended despite me being 38 weeks pregnant. I was feeling fine, and my doctor had cleared me to go as long as I stayed close to home and didn't overexert myself. During the reception, I started feeling some cramps. I thought they were just Braxton Hicks contractions, so I tried to ignore them and focus on the party. About our end, the cramps got worse and I started bleeding. My husband and I quickly excused ourselves and headed to the hospital. Long story short, I ended up needing an emergency C-section to deliver my son. Thankfully, everything went well and our baby is healthy and safe. The issue? My sister is furious with me. She claims I ruined her big day because several family members left the wedding early to come to the hospital, including our parents, who understandably wanted to make sure I was okay. She says I should have waited until after the wedding to go to the hospital, or at least not told anyone what was happening until the next day so the focus could stay on her. I apologized for the timing, but I reminded her that this was a medical emergency and I didn't exactly choose for it to happen during her wedding. My mom and dad are on my side, but some of her friends and even a few relatives are saying I'm selfish and could have handled the situation differently. My sister hasn't spoken to me since, and now I'm wondering if I really did something wrong. Am I wrong for going to the hospital during my sister's wedding? Edit for clarification. For those who might ask why I attended the wedding so late in my pregnancy, I cleared it with my doctor beforehand and had no prior complications. The hospital was only 20 minutes from the venue. I had no way of knowing this would happen. And then she says, update, thank you for the supportive messages, that they are greatly appreciated. Her and her sister have spoken through the phone. She's on her honeymoon and she hasn't met the baby yet, and how that's fine, but she's still angry more at the situation rather than being angry at OP. And people asked, like, was she drawing attention to herself? She said no, like, I just started bleeding and her parents noticed it. I really do not understand, like, the type of family members people have, especially when you read the stories, because why would you be upset that your older sister or younger sister, whatever, whoever is old, doesn't really matter, is giving birth through a C-section? Like, she didn't plan to do this on purpose. Like, it would have been better, like, it would have been worse, not better, it would have been like something if it was, oh, she came to my wedding, she knew she was gonna give birth soon, and why would she do that? She did that to, you know, spite me. Because people get engaged at people's weddings, mind you. People announce babies that they're having at people's weddings. People, like, do all sorts of things at people's wedding. But her sister just, like, things just happened. She was 38 weeks pregnant. What was she supposed to do? Like, wait until her and her baby are in great danger and for the ambulances to come, for her sister to possibly pass away because complications through especially when you're giving birth is very crazy. Like it's not like she came to the wedding knowing damn well that she has small contractions and she can go into labor anytime just to despite her sister. She just came to support her sister. Things happen quickly. She had to do what she had to do. What do you want her to do? Like, put the baby back in her coochie? Like, and on top of that, like, if somebody was at my wedding, they came like, a pregnant woman came to my wedding just to see me happy and enjoy the day with me, I would be happy that she delivered her baby while she was healthy and the baby was healthy, especially giving birth through C-section. That's literally very, very dangerous. Like, what type of selfish family members do people have? I went for selling my Taylor Swift tickets after my girlfriend cheated. A few months back, I, 27 male, won some money on stake and decided to surprise my girlfriend, 25 female, with Taylor Swift tickets for her Vancouver show. She's been a massive Swiftie since forever, and I knew this would mean the world to her. I spent around $800 for 2 really good seats. Last week, I discovered she'd been secretly meeting up with her work friend for a month. I found out because she accidentally left her Instagram DMs open on my laptop. She's been using it to print something, and I saw weeks of flirting messages and plans to meet up. When I confronted her, she tried to deny it at first, but eventually admitted they'd kissed several times and had been having an emotional affair. Goodness gracious. I was devastated. These tickets were meant to be a special experience for us, and I couldn't stomach the thought of taking her after this betrayal. Given how insane the Taylor Swift ticket market is right now, I managed to sell them for $2,400, triple what I paid. When she found out I sold the tickets, she completely lost it. She's been blowing up my phone, calling me petty and cruel, saying I ruined her dream and that the tickets were a gift, so it belonged to her. Her friends are also messaging me saying I'm an awful person for using the tickets to hurt her. I feel like I had every right to sell tickets that I bought with my own money, especially after what she did. But she's making me feel like I took things too far. Am I wrong? Him selling tickets that were a gift to her is not more cruel than her cheating and going around town kissing coworkers. Like, I don't see any comments that OP made in the comment section on here, but what? How did he ruin her dream? He was trying to make her dream come true. She's running around town kissing Jake from the job. Like, people just be doing any and everything. Someone says, who gives a rat's, you know what a cheater and her gross friends think about you? Block and move on, not the a-hole. Exactly, like, who cares what her raggedy friends and her think? Like, you're a little cheater. You're running around town doing God knows what. Who gives a damn about what you and your raggedy friends think? Like, what? Am I wrong for taking everything that's mine? My roommate asked me to move out. My 21 male roommate, 21 female, and I moved into an apartment together about 5 months ago. We're friends, and she was the one who found the place and put me on the lease to sign. I was nothing but respectful as a roommate. We split chores, I did my dishes, and there wasn't any tension between us, or so I thought. One day, while I was out, she texted me saying she needed to talk when I got home. When I returned, she sat me down and told me she wanted to move out. She said she didn't think she wanted to continue living with me. She'd already talked to the landlord and set a move-out date for January 1st. I was blindsided but didn't put up a fight. I decided to leave as quickly as I could because why stay somewhere I'm not wanted? I scrambled to find another place, and in the process, I realized something important. I paid for pretty much everything in the apartment. The plates, couches, TV, router for the Wi-Fi, which I also pay for, and all the cool stuff in the apartment were purchased out of my pocket. So I told her I'd be taking everything I bought when I moved out. She said, okay. One day I moved out, I rented a truck and took all my things. She wasn't home, so when she came back to the apartment, it was basically empty. She freaked out and started texting and calling me. When I answered, she went on a rant about how I shouldn't have taken everything, how bad the apartment looked, how she was supposed to explain the situation to her friends. I kindly reminded her that I told her I was taking the things I bought, and she agreed. She hung up on me, but then started telling our mutual friends what happened. Now some of them are calling me an a-hole for leaving her in a bare apartment, while others say I did the right thing because it was all my stuff anyway. For what's worth, I didn't leave her with nothing. I left the mini fridge, though I took the liquor that was inside, so I feel like I was considerate enough. Am I wrong? Top comment. This reminds me of another Reddit story about a renter who built a beautiful garden in the backyard of a house she rented. The landlord then informed her that he was going to sell the property and she'd have to relocate. She found another house and took the garden with her. All the garden components were above ground in planters and other structures. When she moved, the landlord started to harass her for taking all of it with her, since the house details included pics of the garden. She raised overall property value. You only took what you brought with you. Your ex-roomie can kick rocks. Exactly. Why did she kick him out? Like, I'm trying to look for comments, maybe like that he commented, because I'm wondering like why she just kick him out of nowhere. Some people are really weird. Like, they always like to have the upper hand. That's not the a-hole. She wanted you gone and you took your belongings with you. That's normal and expected. You should never leave a roommate to deal with things that don't belong to them. Exactly. Like, she told him to get out for no reason. He got out and he took his stuff with him. Not the a-hole. You no longer live there. There is no reason for your property to be there. Tell your friends that they are welcome to furnish your former roommate's home if they feel so strongly about it, but she isn't your responsibility. Have you canceled the Wi-Fi yet? That's what I'm wondering. Did he cancel the Wi-Fi? I don't know. Some people are really weird. I feel like she just wanted him gone and she just wanted to keep the things. But then he told her that he was going to take the stuff. Why did she say yeah? Maybe she thought that he was like, that he was bluffing and that he actually wasn't going to take things. People are very weird. Like, I hope I'm never in a dire need to have a roommate situation, because people like to have the upper hand. They like to be very sneaky. They like to be very conniving and weird, to be honest. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.